I've been through a lot, and the public knows half of it.
We're quite a crowd. We're quite a crowd. I was addicted to it. It's a sleeping pill.
The stories you never knew about the stars of St. Elmo's Fire and the Brat Pack. Demi Moore's Las Vegas wedding to Bruce Willis.
People that know us think that we seem perfectly matched.
The drama of their divorce and what really caused her to leave Hollywood with her 3 kids.
Rob Lowe's love life, dating Princess Stephanie of Monaco, Natasha Kinski, and nearly marrying Melissa Gilbert.
I thought I was ready at one point. I really did. And I wasn't.
His fall from fame and his comeback on the West Wing.
I sit there and I run my lines, and my eldest boy will come in and say, "Daddy, are you talking to yourself?"
Ali Sheedy's drug addiction, her days in rehab, and a battle with bulimia.
There's a lot of pressure on you to be a certain weight.
And why she says Demi's marriage to Bruce ruined their friendship.
Basically, I'm jealous of Bruce. I felt like he took my friend away from me.
Their dislike of the name Brat Pack.
It saves them from typing all of our names.
The secret casting struggles of the movie's stars.
At that point in my career, jobs did not come very easily.
The love affairs on the set, Emilio Estevez and Demi.
What Emilio is doing is showing me that anything's possible.
Which star was pregnant? The wild late-night parties with the guys, and the nude scene they cut from the film.
I didn't want to do a scene where I had my shirt off and you were looking at my body, my breasts.
Only we have the rare on-the-set footage from the making of the movie.
I'm sort of like the baby, the real newcomer.
From the 80s to today, it's the secrets of St. Elmo's Fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack?
It's like, all right, I dare you to be as good as me.
This is Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news program in the world.
Hello and welcome to the weekend edition of Entertainment Tonight, everybody. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Bob Goen, and a group of friends trying to deal with love, deception, and growing up. That was the plot of St. Elmo's Fire, and it was very similar to what the stars of the movie were experiencing in real life.
I'm sort of like the baby, the real newcomer.
I'm, not the star, It's nice to have the weight shared by everybody.
I feel so comfortable with them already. I feel like Emilio and Judd are brothers to me in a lot of ways.
In 1985, Ronald Reagan was in the White House, and the movie about 7 college friends was a smash hit with audiences, although critics simply hated it.
When St. Elmo's Fire opened in the summer of 1985, it did not get one good review in the United States of America.
Of course, you do know what it means to have a suspended license for drunk driving on your record?
Yeah, it means I'll never be a cop in D.C.
Joel Schumacher co-wrote and directed the story of the recent Georgetown University graduates struggling with their new lives. Rob Lowe had already starred in a number of successful films, but had to convince Schumacher to hire him as the sax-playing Billy Hicks, who couldn't keep a job.
I was saying, I love Rob. I don't think he's right for the role. I thought that Rob was much more suited to Judd Nelson's role. But he didn't want Judd Nelson's role. He wanted to play Billy Hicks.
Rob was in, followed by Ali Sheedy, who was coming off the hit War Games, and Mare Winningham, who was pregnant with her 3rd child during shooting.
Those 3 young people, I had no trouble in getting the studio to okay. Judd Nelson, Emilio Estevez, Andrew McCarthy, Demi, and Andy McDowell were the hardest to get in.
Demi had starred on a daytime soap, but the studio was unwilling to cast her because she was unproven on the big screen. See, Schumacher had spotted her in a hallway and sent his assistant out to catch her.
Follow that girl and find out if she's an actress. So he ran downstairs, caught her in the parking lot, and came running up out of breath saying her name is Demi Moore and she's been on General Hospital. So we brought her in and she read for the part and she got it.
I didn't think twice about it. I really only saw it as a positive move in my life and in my career.
Andy McDowell was a model who only had 1 feature film on her resume.
She was in Greystoke. The rumor was that she couldn't act because she had been revoiced by Glenn Close. So the studio said, absolutely not. She's not an actress.
At that point in my career, jobs did not come very easily. I think people questioned me in so many ways about what I was about, what my ability was about, and what I could actually do.
Emilio Estevez and Judd Nelson had co-starred with Sheedy in The Breakfast Club, which hadn't been released at the time. Andrew McCarthy was also considered an unknown, but Leary studio executives were finally convinced they could do the job.
Each week I'd call Joel and say, all right, who's in the team, you know? He'd say, oh, we have Emilio now. I said, great! We have Andrew now, great!
Once the cast was in place, they traveled to the East Coast for location filming.
This is the first time I've ever been in a fraternity. I just went and walked around and met some of the guys. It was really terrific. So slowly but surely I'm getting the feeling of that college life.
Emilio and I are friends in real life. We live right next to each other, so he and I were the most close coming into it. And everyone's we really meshed, even the girls, you know. You'd think that it might be different because there's so many guys, but everyone's getting along pretty well, really well, actually.
I always knew he was a Republican. What should I do? I think you should have another shot. That's been the nice thing with Joel's casting. He's been real insightful in placing us, because we're all playing extensions of ourselves that are real, you know, inward places that we've probably not yet looked at.
Before it was even released, the ensemble film was quickly being compared to another 80s hit, The Big Chill.
The only similarity I see to The Big Chill is that was a really fine piece of ensemble work, and if we could do anything near what they accomplished in that movie, that would be great.
All the actors were billed equally, and Rob said at the time he didn't mind not being the star.
I feel comfortable enough within myself to come out and say, all right, guys, let's go at it in a competitive way, in the healthiest sense, you know. It's like, all right, I dare you to be as good as me. The other says, I dare you to be as good as me, and it's great.
While the women would stay in their hotel at night, the guys would go out, taking in the Georgetown bar scene.
I was very quiet in Georgetown, but the boys were very raucous. They went out all the time, and we were not invited, meaning Mayor and Denis and I.
I did go to one frat party. We tried to go there and go to the school library to kind of get a feel of what the real thing, what the real kids are doing.
But things weren't always happy on the set. This steamy love scene caused friction between Ali Sheedy and her director, who wanted her to appear topless.
I didn't want to do a scene where I had my shirt off and you were looking at my body, my breasts. And I just had a bodysuit taped on. Because, I don't want to stand around in front of, 50 guys. Especially when you're 22 years old, I just couldn't handle it.
When the movie finally debuted, it struck a chord with younger audiences who were also just starting out in life and trying to figure out where they belong.
I think it's really just trying to show the reality of people entering their freshman year of life. You know, we don't have car crashes and we don't have gimmicks, and it's really just our relationships with each other and how we have to grow up.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight, the secrets of St. Elmo's fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack?
Demi Moore, from rising star to Hollywood recluse, her huge success, her divorce, and the latest on her life out of the spotlight. Why the men of the movie weren't saints away from the set.
Beer blast.
The rare behind the scenes. Plus, which Oscar winner was on location to keep the guys away from his girlfriend. The Brat Pack backlash.
We didn't pay much attention to it, but the media really did.
The stars talk about the nickname they still don't like. Ali Sheedy's fall from fame, the drug addiction, her eating disorder, and the end of her friendship with Demi.
Some people just change when they become very, very famous.
That's coming up.
To visit the Disney store this holiday.
When you're coughing, your throat's raw.
Soothe me, honey, soothe me.
Honey cough drops combine the great taste of pure soothing honey with an all-natural cough suppressant. Real honey, real relief. Honey cough drops from Robitussin.
New from the makers of Imodium, a fast, effective way to relieve the discomfort of gas. Introducing Gas Aid. maximum strength. Restore yourself with new Gas Aid from the makers of Imodium.
A facial? Well, how's 3 weeks from Thursday?
Sorry, she's booked.
Impossible.
Introducing Olay Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths.
Hold, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's impossible. Textured cloths proven to cleanse and massage like a facial. Also improve skin's condition day after day.
Sorry, she's booked.
Sorry, she's booked all month. I have an opening Sunday morning at 6 a.m.
New Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths from Olay. Proven to cleanse and exfoliate like a facial.
Mr. Pearson, it's the Tooth Fairy.
You go to everyone's house? Let's just say I don't need to go to everybody's house.
I brush?
Right. You're missing between here, here, and here. I brush there. Let's not get defensive, Mr. Pearson. You're not the problem here.
Sonicare's sonic technology uses 31,000 brush strokes per minute and removes nearly twice as much plaque between teeth as a manual brush. Sonicare.
Want some coffee? No, it makes me irritable.
Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight's The Secrets of St. Elmo's Fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack? Only one Brat Packer was nominated for an Academy Award. That was Mare Winningham, who played Jennifer Jason Leigh's older sister in the 1995 movie Georgia.
Frank, Dean, and Sammy were part of the Rat Pack, and it was actually a label that the stars loved.
Rob, Demi, Emilio, and their St. Elmo's Fire castmates were given the nickname the Brat Pack, and the stars still hate it to this very day.
It became difficult because it labeled this group of actors and with a negative slant to it.
I think it's just a lazy term, grouping a bunch of young actors together. It saves them from typing all of our names.
They were young, rich, famous, and at times out of control. The year was 1985, and with a few simple keystrokes, writer David Blum coined the phrase that would link the stars of St. Elmo's Fire and the Breakfast Club forever.
If I'd imagined that 15 years later the term was going to be hanging around their neck, then maybe I could understand their annoyance.
I still see things that I put in parentheses, it's always ex-Brat Packer. You know what I mean?
The term was born after Blum spent a night out in Hollywood carousing with Emilio Estevez, Judd Nelson, and Rob Lowe.
It's cool. It ain't a party till something gets broken.
He described in the article what he calls their bratty, obnoxious attitudes about their fame and their fans.
Women were constantly coming to the table, and what really struck me was that rather than sort of send off that vibe of, please don't disturb us, we're famous, it was more like, please, drop off your numbers and leave.
Blum also felt that the group, which originally included Tom Cruise and Sean Penn, didn't give the craft of acting enough attention.
That's why I differentiated Sean Penn and Tom Cruise from the rest of them, because even though they were friends with these guys, those were two actors who clearly had thought about what they were doing.
Most people's perceptions are if you're, the Brat Pack is a bunch of talentless, young kids who weren't dependable or reliable and who weren't intelligent.
As the media picked up on the phrase, the girls were soon included. Ali Sheedy, Molly Ringwald, and Demi Moore.
And what we have in common is not success or working, but maybe the fact that we all do the same thing for a living, so we're exposed to some similar pressures and external stimuli.
All I can remember is the seven of us always together.
At the time, they were inseparable, and Blum's article seemed to affect Emilio the most.
In virtually every sense of things, Emilio was the leader. And that was what he called to say to me was, look, you've ruined me with my friends. They all think I've betrayed them and that I was responsible and I've ruined their lives forever.
Today, those who will talk about it downplay the effect it had on them.
We didn't pay much attention to it, but the media really did.
I thought it was just something that was going to just come and go away. We didn't think it was going to be that big a deal.
And Blum contends it actually helped some of them to stay in the spotlight.
The Brat Pack got them on the cover of People magazine last year. I mean, would Judd Nelson have been on the cover of People magazine for any other reason? I don't think so. They were the kids in the candy store, having the time of their lives and, and eating too much candy.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight's The Secrets of St. Elmo's Fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack?
Why Ali Sheedy left Hollywood and her addiction to a sleeping pill.
The Halcyon thing was a direct result of getting involved in a very abusive relationship.
Her time in rehab and the reason she became bulimic. Rob Lowe, from heartthrob to fatherhood.
It makes me want to be a better man.
What he told us about his two sons and why he took the role on The West Wing. Judd Nelson and former Family Ties star Justine Bateman, what they talked about in their E.T. interview. Demi Moore's love affair with Emilio Estevez.
I'm really just loving the opportunity to spend that time with him.
The real story of the co-star couple's relationship.
That's coming up.
The Declaration of Independence promises Americans the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But often overlooked is the right to really yummy chicken fingers. Arby's chicken fingers, made with strips of real chicken breasts so they're tender and juicy with a special crunchy coating and really tasty dipping sauces. We wonder which of our founding fathers we have to thank for this. Why settle for bland nuggets when you can have Arby's great tasting chicken fingers? Satisfy your grown-up tastes.
Introducing National Digital Prepay from Verizon Wireless. No long-term contract, no credit check, and no long-distance charges. Plus, it's as easy to refill as your gas tank. And with calls as low as 20 cents a minute, you're free to do whatever you want. Stop by a Verizon Wireless store or call 1-866-2-JOIN-IN. Verizon Wireless. Join in.
Wix Furniture is having a tremendous sale just in time for the holidays.
It really blew up my mind.
So I told two friends, and they told two friends, and they told two friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. It's Wix Furniture's big 36-hour holiday sale. Huge holiday savings with fast 48-hour delivery available. Plus, put no money down with no monthly payments and no finance charges due till 2002 with a Wix charge. 2002.
It's wild.
Is the holiday gift you love the one everyone else loves too? Come to Petco. We've got a zillion gifts to choose from, so you're sure to stand out in the crowd. Petco, where the pets go for gifts. Got your free Petco Pals card? It's the way to save for the holidays. Now, Pals members get 20-pound bags of Nutromax adult cat food for only $19.99. And buy 10 bags of Nutro and get a same-size bag free. Petco, where the pets go.
Monday on Entertainment Tonight, Catherine Zeta-Jones' first interview since the wedding. What she says about selling the pictures, the weight she put on during pregnancy, and why she signed a prenup. Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow. Only E.T. can show you the deleted scenes from Seven, the movie where they fell in love.
Something went wrong, and I ended up cutting the nerve and threw 3 fingers.
And Brad talks about the accident he suffered on the set. Will the real Martha Stewart please stand up?
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
That's Monday.
Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight, The Secrets of St. Elmo's Fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack? More than 15 years ago, the stars were unaware of the sensation their movie would create. Of course, E.T. had a pretty good idea because we were there behind the scenes and inside the cast party.
It seems like everybody in this cast has worked with at least one other person in it before. If Jed drops it, I knew it! I knew it!
E.T. joined the production on location in College Park, Maryland in 1984, and it was far from an easy assignment. The cast took great pleasure in providing distractions while our reporter attempted to get her interviews.
It's always getting compared to Big Chill. I know everybody's sick and tired of that. If somebody's dropping their shorts, I knew it! Put that camera around. Let's prove this is really happening.
I knew it. This is what I put up with. Okay, we'll start again. We ready? At least we're into it now.
I understand everybody in the cast hates each other and you don't get along.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
It's kind of draining, actually, because there's so many people to...
The atmosphere on the set was relaxed, with pranks being the order of the day.
I'm the center of all butts of jokes. I welcome them freely. I mean, I've definitely been the brunt of the jokes thus far.
Asked who he was enjoying working with the most, Rob Lowe feared his answer might prompt retribution.
Well, that's not very fair. If I say someone, then they're going to come and, you know, pour Drano in my bed or something tonight, you know.
In the movie, the central characters had cemented their relationships while students at Georgetown, but the prestigious university declined the filmmakers' request to shoot on campus. Director Joel Schumacher believes the script's sexual content was to blame.
All of them walking across in their caps and gowns, that was done at the University of Maryland. So we decided that at Georgetown they were Jesuits who didn't believe that young people should have premarital sex, and at the U of M they were realists.
Being back on campus made Ali Sheedy a bit wistful. At the time, she'd been enrolled at USC for 4 years, but had yet to complete her education.
It would be nice to have a degree and to have a diploma on my wall and to have done it. And having to wear this graduation robe and this little cap, it's kind of reinforcing that for me. You know.
What are you majoring in?
Drama. Drama. Everything seems to evolve around drama all the time.
Emilio Estevez launched his career straight out of high school. He told us his time on campus was giving him a good feeling for what he might have missed.
Beer blast. These guys, and that's the #1 priority in the fraternities is beer drinking. And studying comes later. These guys start partying at 11 o'clock and go until 3 o'clock. That sounds like a lot of fun.
But Emilio and Rob were having no trouble filling their downtime.
If we're not working, we'll go out to all the great bars in Georgetown. They put us at this hotel right in front of all these bars. I don't know why, you know, if they want us to work. It's strange. But we've been doing a lot of exercising the old elbow, you know.
Almost a year after shooting Rab, E.T. was on hand for the movie's New York premiere party. Rob was thrilled by the positive feedback he'd gotten from another star in attendance.
You know what? It was great. I just met Mary Lou Retton. And I watched her on the Olympics, and what a great thing. I feel better now that I saw her. She's great, very cool.
As the new media darlings, the cast have begun to be intensely scrutinized by the press, and those tight bonds they'd formed while filming proved beneficial.
It's nice to be able to have someone to call and say, hey, how's it going? I'm, you know, and let you know, let each other know how you're feeling, and to have a little support system going.
The good-natured kidding lived on as Judd Nelson tried to explain the significance of the film's title.
It also happens to be the name of the bar where we all hang out. So, and this is Andrew McCarthy, who we've been living together for the past
What
6
happened
months.
to his hair is what I want to know.
Yeah, I got singed. Yeah.
Once the heat of St. Elmo's fire began to cool, so did the friendships that had been created on the set. And for a few of the men on the movie, their careers began to fade as well.
This lovely young lady with me is Demi Moore, and she is my Valentine.
The St. Elmo set was so hot that Emilio and Demi hooked up. And love was in the air so much that director Joel Schumacher says Nicolas Cage was afraid he'd lose his girlfriend.
Nick Cage was going with Jenny Wright, who played Rob Lowe's wife on the set. And whenever she worked, Nick came and visited because I'm sure he didn't want to let her near those guys.
Emilio and Demi stayed a couple after the film and even made another movie together, Wisdom.
I'm really just loving the opportunity to spend that time with him. What Emilio's doing is showing me that anything's possible.
Emilio had hits like Young Guns and the Mighty Ducks movies. He and Demi parted ways, but he was a hot news item with his marriage to singer Paula Abdul in 1992 and their divorce in 1996. But as the 90s progressed, his acting career wasn't on fire. So he took matters into his own hands and directed and starred in The War at Home, a critically acclaimed film about a Vietnam veteran.
I think in the past I've done a lot of movies to pay bills or movies that catered to a specific audience, and this is a movie for me.
Since then, he directed and starred in the Showtime film Rated X, co-starring his brother Charlie. And his dad is working with former co-star Rob Lowe on The West Wing.
I always thought we'd be friends forever.
Yeah, well, forever got a lot shorter suddenly, didn't it?
Though Andrew McCarthy starred in the 1989 box office hit Weekend at Bernie's, his career never quite reached the heights it did earlier in the 80s with St. Elmo's and Pretty in Pink. He's had small parts in critically praised films and larger parts in movies that critics trashed.
When they love me, I think that they're absolutely brilliant. And when they don't, they're fools.
He had something of a comeback this year, co-starring as Bobby Kennedy in the miniseries Jackie. But he said he didn't do a whole lot of research for the part.
Well, you get the hairdo, you put on the suit, and there you go.
Judd Nelson's career was on the fast track after St. Elmo's. He made a big splash playing suspected murderer Joe Hunt in the Billionaire Boys Club miniseries. We even had Family Ties star Justine Bateman interview Judd for us in 1986.
Tell me about your character and how it ties in.
I wasn't raised as a guy who goes, hey, you know, I didn't smack my sisters around, you know.
But Judd's career got sidetracked in the 90s. None of his movies hit pay dirt. Then he tried the sitcom Suddenly Susan with Brooke Shields in 1996.
We're doing a one-act play every week.
Judd left the show in 1999, and even his St. Elmo's castmates couldn't find him.
I'd like to be in more constant touch with Judd, but it's really hard to find.
But the last time we saw Judd at a party in late 1999, he said he was busier than ever with 4 separate projects in the works.
You know, they say an idle mind is the devil's playground. It's important that I keep busy.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight, the secrets of St. Elmo's fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack?
Demi's Las Vegas wedding to Bruce Willis.
He just kept telling me, take your time, I'll wait, I'm not in a rush.
Their weekend Sin City ceremony, their 3 daughters, then what led to their Hollywood divorce. Ali Sheedy's private battle with the eating disorder bulimia.
If I wasn't an actress, I would have had a tendency to be bulimic.
Then Rob Lowe, from St. Elmo's to his success on The West Wing and the Titanic role he didn't get.
That's the one that got away.
That's coming up.
Poor Daddy. He's totally outnumbered. Even the cat's a girl.
Sorry, guys, but sometimes it's just a woman's world. That's why we're proud to introduce Women's Tylenol Menstrual Relief, specially formulated for more complete relief of a woman's menstrual symptoms.
Maybe he needs a dog.
New Women's Tylenol Menstrual Relief.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, Dad.
Women are throwing away an amazing product, and their skin looks better for it. New Olay Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths. You get superior cleansing and improved skin condition. New Olay Daily Facials, proven to cleanse and exfoliate like a facial.
Get down to the holidays.
This week's featured gift. Looks cool if you catch my drift. Hurry, don't delay. Frost-free vests are here today.
This week only, frost-free vests for the whole family, just $14 to $22.
Old Navy item of the week, item of the week, a new item every week.
Price so low, you can't say no.
The selection just can't be beat.
That's a wrap.
How wild. How truthful.
One time she...
Shut up!
How high do you dare to go? Play me Jenga, truth or dare.
Celebrate, celebrate.
Ask your doctor if Celebrex is right for you.
Celebrate, celebrate.
The Home Depot has this Black & Decker reversible drill for an incredibly low $19.84. You'll also find this Black & Decker jigsaw for an unbelievable price of just $19.84. And this Black & Decker orbital sander, you guessed it, just $19.84. Great tools at a great price. You'll find all 3 at the Home Depot. But you might want to hurry. Anyone with a workshop is going to want one.
There's big news on the flu front from the makers of Advil. Introducing new Advil Flu and Body Ache. It fights fever, aches, and congestion with the known power of Advil. Fight the flu with new Advil Flu and Body Ache.
Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight's The Secrets of St. Elmo's Fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack? Ali Sheedy isn't only an actress, she's an author. When the St. Elmo's Fire star was 12 years old, she wrote a best-selling children's book titled She Was Nice to Mice.
She was already a star when St. Elmo's Fire made her even more of a household name. So Ali Sheedy's fall from fame could not have been any bigger.
There was an addiction to drugs and a struggle with the eating disorder bulimia. Allie talks to us about the personal battles that kept her out of the Hollywood spotlight.
That girl next door thing is not at all who I am.
Allie Sheedy wants you to know that her true personality was best revealed not by St. Elmo's Fire, but her other Brat Pack classic out that year, The Breakfast Club.
She's just much darker and weirder and much closer to the way that I felt inside.
In 1987, after making Made to Order, she feared that nobody would want to come see her. By the next year, she was hooked on the prescription drug called Halcyon.
The Halcyon thing I had to take head on because I was addicted to it. It's a sleeping pill. The Halcyon thing was a direct result of getting involved in a very abusive relationship. Really what I had to do was make a complete break with the person that I was involved with at that time and go to Hazelden, go to a rehab center to get off it.
Demi Moore, her St. Elmo's co-star, pushed her into rehab, organizing an intervention and arranging for Jane Fonda, an idol of Allie's, to be there.
Physically, I don't know how you would get off it without a doctor. I don't know. And just make that a break from using that drug and a break from that person and just clean it all out.
Oh, my God.
Demi's helping hand was extended after the two actresses had drifted apart. They had been best friends. In fact, Allie was a bridesmaid at Demi's wedding.
I definitely went through a period where I just sorely missed her friendship, and I felt, basically felt jealous of Bruce. I felt like he took my friend away from me.
She also blamed Demi's drive for stardom and fame.
Some people just change when they become very, very famous. Their personalities change and their priorities or whatever change. I am very judgmental, and so I just became very, very judgmental, more and more that way about people that I thought were changing in ways that I didn't particularly approve of.
She was critical of herself, too. The result was a long battle with bulimia.
If I wasn't an actress, I would have had a tendency to be bulimic because it started way back when I hit puberty.
As a child dancer with the American Ballet Theater, Allie says any weight gain was always pointed out.
Bulimia was something that was I'd had from the time when I was a ballerina before. And there's a lot of pressure on you to be a certain weight.
It wasn't very different in Hollywood, where she says she was told she wasn't very sexy, that she should change her voice, thin down her thighs, and get breast implants.
So even if I wasn't going to go and try to change my entire look and come on as a sex pot, I mean, I still felt the pressure about being thin.
She moved to New York, and while she worked often in films and TV during the 90s, her star wasn't nearly as bright as it had been.
If I was going to make the movie star thing very, very important, I was going to make myself completely crazy.
In 1998, things seemed to change. Allie starred in the independent film High Art, playing a heroin-addicted lesbian photographer. She was named Best Actress by 2 critics groups and at the Independent Spirit Awards.
Well, I've never been nominated for anything before, so I came out just, for the first time.
She has been through therapy for her bulimia, and she says the eating disorder has less of a hold on her today at 38.
So many other things came in to center stage that honestly, in my life right now, I don't actually have enough time to be that self-obsessed.
In 1992, she married actor David Lansbury. In 1994, they had Rebecca, now 6½, and the true spirit behind Allie's efforts at good health.
She's learning, about her body and how to eat in a healthy way, and I don't want to be doing this craziness in front of her because I don't want her to pick it up and I don't want her to go through it. I'm here to stay.
Her newest role is in The Warden, a movie for TNT that could become a series. But now she has priorities besides her career.
I'm not working right now, so right now my day is getting my kid up and getting her fed, getting her to school, running around doing errands during the day, whatever I have to get done, picking her up. That's pretty much it.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight, the secrets of St. Elmo's fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack?
Rob Lowe.
You gotta just step up and take blame and go on from there.
His comeback, his life as a husband, father, and West Wing star today.
Yo, go!
Dania, a range for every price.
Hello. I absolutely love to shop at Hagen. You see, the Hagen family have been doing amazing things for over 65 years now. Like their quality meats, fresh produce, bakery, and just stupendous service. I like this store so much that I rang them up one day and said, wow, thank you. And they asked me if I'd help out a little with some very special projects. What can I say, but yes.
Have you finished cleaning the floors yet, Graham?
Is he kidding?
It's back.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Applebee's You Pick Two. Get any two of 4 American favorites on one big plate. Choose from sizzling Cajun sirloin, succulent garlic-crusted shrimp, barbecue chicken, or riblets with a tangy sauce too good for any napkin. Right now, you pick two. For a taste as American as Applebee's. For a tasteful gift, pick Applebee's gift certificates. Can Body, only on Coin 6 News. People make the difference. Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight, the secrets of St. Elmo's fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack? Rob Lowe went to high school in Southern California, where his classmates included Sean Penn and fellow Brat Packer Emilio Estevez.
He was the heartthrob of St. Elmo's fire, a man whose boyish good looks and talent were poised to make him a huge star. Now Rob Lowe is one of Hollywood's most sought-after actors, but his road to the West Wing has been anything but smooth.
I've been through a lot, and the public knows half of it.
From his big screen debut nearly 20 years ago in The Outsiders, Rob has lived under the gaze of the public eye. It was usually focused on his pretty face, but the sex symbol was determined to make it as a serious actor from the moment he graduated from Santa Monica High School.
I was enrolled to go to UCLA, and I didn't go, so I did the movie class instead. And there was a time where I had to decide whether I'd go back to school or not, and enter later. And my mind was really on my career and what I wanted to do with, my acting.
Watch the sax. Do you believe in premarital sex?
At age 18, Rob knew the role of Billy Hicks, St. Elmo's hip but headed nowhere saxophone player, would mark a turning point.
It was a chance for me to play an older character for the first time, and I feel it's a real transition movie for me.
Still, Ali Sheedy will never forget the effect this young stud had on the set.
Rob was getting changed and he just opened his dressing room door and well, he had a towel wrapped around his waist or something, it was just like screaming, girls all over.
Of course, Rob has never hidden his affinity for the ladies.
I like to be around women. I like to be around men, but that's only before 5 o'clock.
In 1987, he earned the highest praise of his career, as well as a Golden Globe nomination for his performance as a mentally challenged youth in Square Dance.
Now people see the work, you know. They see that I'm not doing beach blanket bingo.
But 2 years later, his career was derailed by scandal, and his love life was drawing as much press as his movies. Rob's romances included his Square Dance co-star Winona Ryder, Nastasia Kinski, China Phillips, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, even Oliver North's secretary Fawn Hall, and he nearly said I do to Melissa Gilbert.
I thought I was ready at one point. I really did. And I wasn't. We weren't. Together, the two of us were not. And you can't force that.
Rob also had another love in his life, politics. In 1988, we caught him at the Democratic National Convention, where the politically active actor met a senator on the rise by the name of Al Gore.
I'm here to observe and see how this big machine works.
Let me just get this out of the way. I'm a big fan.
Rob's movie career finally caught fire again when he played a sleazy TV mogul in the surprise smash Wayne's World, enduring the pranks of Mike Myers and Dana Carvey along the way.
Hey, shut up, Lo. Just back off, man.
There's trouble on the set.
Giving your takes.
Trouble on the set.
Oh, Entertainment Tonight.
In 1996, Rob tried his hand behind the camera as writer and director of the short film Desert's Edge. And shortly after, he set his sights on a role in Titanic, but the part went to Billy Zane.
I met Jim Cameron, but, you know, that's the one that got away. What are you doing in town?
Who would have guessed that his greatest success would come on the small screen? But that's what happened when Rob joined The West Wing last year to be closer to the two sons he has with his wife of 9 years, Cheryl Burkhoff.
I was looking for a series because my boys are at an age where I can't take them out of school to go on location to do movies so easily. So I wanted to have something that kept me in Southern California.
The hit show reunited Rob with Martin Sheen, whom he got to know when he went to high school with Sheen's sons, Charlie and Emilio Estevez.
I can remember trick-or-treating at the Sheen's door, and like, this is Martin Sheen's house.
Rob's boys, ages 7 and 5, are still getting used to Dad being an actor.
I sit there and I run my lines, and my oldest boy will come in and say, Daddy, are you talking to yourself?
Fatherhood has made quite a difference in this one-time wild stallion.
It makes me want to be a better man. It helps me prioritize what's important in my life. And if I strain every decision through how does it affect my guys, then I'm more often than not going to make the right decision. And that's just a tremendous gift.
Coming up on Entertainment Tonight, the secrets of St. Elmo's fire. Whatever happened to the Brat Pack?
Demi Moore, from getting discovered for St. Elmo's fire to $12 million payday.
Seems like everyone's really fascinated with that, aren't they? See, that's what's so sad.
Her marriage to Bruce.
In so many ways, I find that we're really alike.
Their divorce and how they divided up their big money estates.
That's coming up.
In 1992, was it School Ties star Matt Damon, Brendan Fraser, or Chris O'Donnell who told E.T. they saw the script when they came to Hollywood about 1.5 years ago from Seattle? Your answer's next in the E.T. Weekend Birthdays.
Closed captioning provided by...
The only thing more painful than getting this gift is being this gift. Oh, arm cramp. Oh, I'm okay.
Looking for the perfect little gift? Give Celebrations.
Bye-bye. I should have used Preparation H.
Preparation H Cooling Gel cools on contact for fast relief. Preparation H Cooling Gel cools on contact.
When our customers come in, sometimes you see them just stand back and almost in awe at our selection of cameras. Hallmark carries digital cameras as well as camcorders. I occasionally go by Photo Joe. I love to use my camera for my kids. The kids' birthday parties, the baseball games, I capture those memories. That way you can really embarrass them later on. At Walmart, we carry only name brand cameras, only the good stuff. We carry a lot of digital cameras. It's a great way to take photography to a new level. All the latest models at the everyday low prices. There are no bad photos. As long as you're having fun taking them, that's what it's all about.
With shopping on your MSN homepage, you can search, shop, and compare for televisions, cell phones, video cameras, or whatever else you need.
And you are...
Tooth Fairy. Can we speak in private?
You visit adults?
Just the ones who aren't getting a gold star for brushing.
But I brush.
Miss Bonner, get with the program. You're missing the plaque between your bicuspids, and it isn't pretty.
You can see that?
I can see through pillows.
Sonicare's sonic technology uses 31,000 brush strokes per minute and removes nearly twice as much plaque between teeth as a manual brush. Sonicare.
Gentlemen?
Hey, what's going on here?
Hey, down in front! Check out this Wednesday!
Introducing our classic Subway steak and cheese sandwich with new Southwest sauce. It's one of 4 unique sauces at Subway. Come and get them. Subway. Eat fresh.
Your Pantene is changing into something even better. For bouncy curls, fuller volume, or a smoother smooth. One of the new Pantene Care collections will give you the healthy hair you love.
In this high-tech world, there's still one thing that works exactly the way moms expect it to. Doctor-recommended Robitussin for fast, soothing relief for coughs. Robitussin, recommended by doctors, pharmacists, and Dr. Mom.
Celebrating an E.T. birthday on Saturday, Britney Spears turns 19. Lucy Liu is 32. Dan Butler is 46. Kathy Lee Crosby is 54. And Julie Harris is 75.
And having an E.T. birthday on Sunday, Brian Bonsall turns 19. Anna Klumsky is 20. Daryl Hannah is 40. And which celebrity told E.T. in 1992 about their new movie, School Ties?
When I first saw the script is when I first came to town about 1.5 years ago from Seattle.
That's Brendan Fraser. Today he's 32. What has happened to Demi Moore? Once one of Hollywood's most visible and popular stars, Demi has divorced Bruce Willis and dropped out of the public eye.
I'm the only one that is new to everyone. And they've made me feel right at home, I must say. You know all those nights we stayed up talking?
Mm-hmm.
How come you never made a pass at me?
Demi Moore was just 22 when she landed the role as Jules in St. Elmo's Fire, but she'd been on her own working in Hollywood since she quit school at 16.
I think when I really made the conscious decision was when I was about 15 years old. And it just hit me that that's what I wanted to try and do. And that nothing else mattered.
For Demi, the success of St. Elmo's was followed by starring roles opposite 2 of her colleagues from the film. In 1986, she worked with Rob in About Last Night, and then with Emilio in Wisdom, which he also wrote and directed.
Do I hit this twice?
The two were engaged to be married, but the relationship fizzled. In 1987, Demi shocked everyone when after 4 months of dating, she married well-known party boy and rising star Bruce Willis. They eloped to Las Vegas.
We went there to see a boxing match. We had sort of talked about it laughingly, and it just seemed okay. He just kept telling me, take your time, I'll wait, I'm not in a rush, you know, whatever time you need. I was like, okay. And then it just seemed like it didn't matter, that we loved each other so much.
Their marriage had some scratching their heads, given Bruce's reputation for being wild and Demi's for being more grounded.
In so many ways, I find that we're really alike. I mean, we're really different, but we're a lot alike, and people that know us think that we seem perfectly matched.
She's one of the most tender people I've ever met in my life.
It was clear she had made peace over her breakup with Emilio.
We don't call him up and invite him to our house for supper, and I have great love for Emilio, and I think that when we parted, it was not, I hate you and I never want to see you. Believe me, if it could have been like that, it probably would have been a lot easier. And I think in time, we could be friends.
Demi and Bruce wasted no time starting a family. In 1988, she gave birth to their first daughter, Rumor.
She's my buddy, and we have such a great, you know, it's really nice, the three of us, but we both would really love to have more children.
In 1990, Demi returned to form in the smash hit Ghost. But when it came to raising her family, she and Bruce were trying to escape from L.A.
We both really are striving for a simple life. And we've got a home outside of L.A., and we're really trying to not allow what goes on around us to become our life.
The following year, Bruce and Demi starred together in Mortal Thoughts, which also marked her first time as a producer.
What she meant to say was, Bruce Willis was really pretty good in this film, but there were some things that he could have done a little better, right?
And we're going to go discuss how he can do that right now.
No, you're not going anywhere. Just stay right here and talk to me while I do this. My wife was kind enough to hire me for this film.
He begged.
By the early 90s, the family, which had grown to 4 with the birth of daughter Scout, had moved to Haley, Idaho. Demi continued to churn out big movies, starring with Robert Redford in Indecent Proposal and Michael Douglas in Disclosure. By the time she starred in Striptease in 1995, she was Hollywood's highest-paid actress. Her payday for the film, a cool $12.5 million.
Seems like everyone's really fascinated with that, aren't they?
Fascinated with that,
See, that's what's so sad, because all of a sudden, it doesn't become about what I'm doing in the movie anymore. It becomes about, well, was I worth what I got paid?
Right.
And that's what I mean about lacking in creativity. It's a sad thing. I hope people don't put too much attention on that in the end. And then again, maybe I'll grind enough for them so it'll be worth the $12 million.
But while Demi was lapping all the way to the bank, her films were coming up short at the box office. In 1998, she and Bruce separated, and just last month, their divorce was finalized. Details of how they'll split their properties, including a 14-room Manhattan apartment and $20 million worth of Idaho real estate, have not been disclosed. But Demi and the girls will continue to live in Haley. Bruce recently told Us Weekly, quote, "I still love Demi. We're very close. We have 3 children whom we will continue to raise together, and we're probably as close now as we ever were." As for Demi, she has kept a low Hollywood profile in recent years, choosing instead to be a mom. But she may be ready to get back to work. She recently told columnist Liz Smith, quote, "I've got to get the sex back in my acting." As the actress told E.T. a few years back, it's not always easy being Demi.
It's overwhelming sometimes. I don't think it would be any different from anybody who's out there, you know, spinning those plates and trying to keep it all going and trying to fit everything in one day. And sure, I'm sleep deprived, but I wouldn't trade it for a second because it's all wonderful.
While Demi has kept a low profile on screen, she has remained busy in Hollywood. Her production company was behind both of the Austin Powers movies, which together made more than $250 million at the box office. And we'll be right back.
Fresh baked bread, a sandwich's best friend.
He's out there with Subway's 3 new gourmet breads, like Parmesan oregano and hearty Italian with cornmeal. Fresh baked breads with savory seasonings that are giving Subway sandwiches a delicious new taste. Subway, eat fresh.
You've hit the jackpot. Now you can get 3-foot-long Subway subs for only $9.99. That's right, 3 subs for only $9.99. Odds are it's the best deal in town. Subway, eat fresh.
Are you searching the world for a gift that's different? Spend less. Celebrate more. Cost Plus World Market.
Monty, set coordinates for track 5.
Aye, aye.
Good idea.
Sir, Interstate 13 is now in range.
Affirmative, I-13 it is. If it were me, I'd take the Egan Expressway.
On my ship, I call the shots.
Large vessel approaching fast.
Show them what a VTEC engine can do.
V6 power. Steady. Steady.
All right, people, let's take her home.
It's easy to get carried away. The Accord Coupe from Honda.
Share some good cheer from around the world. For great wines at great prices. Cost Plus World Market.
Whoa! Littlefoot and the gang are on an adventure of discovery and friendship.
What we need with magic when we got each other.
The all-new Land Before Time, The Stone of Cold Fire, rated G. Own it on video and DVD December 5th.
You can ride along with Ray Summers as he explores tracks in time. To order your VHS copy, call 1-800-421-4276. The legacy of the steam locomotive and the stories of the men who worked them. Call 1-800-421-4276.
With me?
You quit smoking. She didn't quit. She uses Targon mouthwash. Look how Targon removes tobacco tar. If you smoke, use Targon.
A house is not a home until it's safe. The Brinks Home Security System.
Just $99 installed. Call 1-800-GO-DRINKS.
Introducing the holiday stuffing you can enjoy every day. New genuine Butterball stuffing, broth, and gravy.
Presto Pizzazz Pizza Oven. Freezer to perfect in minutes. Set it for pizza the way you like. While ordinary ovens are heating, you're eating. From Presto.
Monday on Entertainment Tonight, Catherine Zeta-Jones' first interview since the wedding. What she says about selling the pictures, the weight she put on during pregnancy, and why she signed a prenup. Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow. Only E.T. can show you the deleted scenes from Seven, the movie where they fell in love.
Something went wrong, and I ended up cutting a nerve and through 3 fingers.
And Brad talks about the accident he suffered on the set. Will the real Martha Stewart please stand up?
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
That's Monday.
For you St. Elmo's Fire aficionados, there's a DVD in the works that features commentary from director Joel Schumacher, and you can click onto our ET website for more of our rare behind-the-scenes footage on the film.
Yep, but that's it for us for now. Make sure to watch next weekend when we take you inside the Indiana Jones movies. Here's a preview for you as we say goodbye.
And I sat on the beach and told him this story, and he said, "This is great, let's make this movie."
I provided a lot of the set pieces of the movie, the snakes, the rolling rock, and things like that came out of my warped mind.
George told me that the part had already been cast, but their first choice had to drop out.
Tom Selleck, who we wanted to get for the part, but then he ended up having a contract to do a TV series.
I'm forever grateful. We had nothing but fun. It was hard work. It was a long slog, but I really, really enjoyed the experience.
It's a hard movie, you know, but very rewarding. I would adore to do another one.
My kids are the ones that say, "Dad, go back to making the Raiders movies."
Harrison is really anxious to do another one. He loves the character. Steve loves the character. I mean, there's nothing stopping us from doing another one.
Kids, don't try this at home. It's really best left to professionals like us.
Entertainment Tonight, always there.
Now get the latest headlines at the sound of your voice.
Weather.
Windy and cool. New voice browsing only from Quest Wireless. Free when you choose 1,200 minutes a month. So call or visit a Quest store today.
Are you searching the world for some holiday magic? Spend less, celebrate more. Cost Plus World Market.
Now they can email your office,
Here are those numbers you wanted.
but reach you here. Browse now wireless internet. Sign up when you choose 1,500 minutes for only $39.99. It's only from Quest Wireless. Just call or visit a Quest store today.
All odd stock and discontinued mattresses must go now at Mattress World right here in Clackamas. We have to move out all the old style mattresses to make room for the new. Some of the changes are as simple as different handles. Now is the time to save on Sealy, Posturepedic, Correct Comfort, Posture Premier, and even Crown Jewel. Don't miss this sale. When they're gone, they're gone. It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World off I-205, exit 12, 8 blocks north of Clackamas Fred Meyer, where low overhead means low prices.
Brought to you by Pfizer, where life is our life's work.